First team to claim all 4 goals with their colour cone are the winners. Every time you score a goal, into that goal, you're going to put the same colour as your vest into that goal. That means you've claimed it. At the moment this goal's open. Blues have claimed 2 out of the 4 goals. The first team to get all 4 are the winners.
Girls have been brilliant, energy's been fantastic, and they've been brilliant at what they're doing. They've enjoying it and they're playing with smiles on their faces. We're getting right to where we need to be.
We won like every game, minor.
So we're working on counter-attacking in this exercise. We work on attacking with an overload and then how we can defend together as a team. But likewise in the transition between winning the ball and then going attacking the other way, can we use an extra player to get a goal and use the advantage? Fantastic day down here at Chelsea Training Centre. We've welcomed all the girls. They've had a fantastic day training. We're really impressed with the level that's been seen. And then Max here took the session and went through all the technical detail.
Girls' energy and attitude were fantastic. It's great to have so many characters within the group, letting them express themselves in the way they want to, and hopefully they have the best future they can have in football.
How did you enjoy the training session down the bottom? So she's a baller you will represent?
Yeah.
Rising baller, sorry.
That means we're going to see all of you in the future, is that right?
We've always been so outspoken about the importance of, yes, having the ambition to play football, but also having something else to fall back on, because unfortunately sometimes you get serious injuries. I had 3 ACL injuries, so I always had to work at the same time, because one more injury I would have been unable to play.
But as Claire said, education is a big part of that too, because you can have a short career, or if you don't think of what's next, then you end your career as a footballer and then you're a bit stuck. Because believe me, you're quite isolated in that situation to figure out where you need to go next. I think putting the 2 together is important, but I think be the best you can at both of them.
Are you looking forward to watching the girls train? So what they would have done this morning, they would have arrived for about 9 till 9:30, have breakfast. They'll then go and see the physios, do a prehab, or some like to go to the gym before training, some like to go in after. Then they have meetings about how the training session is going to pan out. What's the outcome of the session? So is it going to be focused on the next friendly and who's playing in that and how they're going to play, how they're going to beat that team. After that, what do they do after that? They'll go out onto the training pitch, do the warm up, and then come back in, have lunch, and then potentially sometimes there's another meeting, or then they go into the gym.
I think it's a long day. Well today. It's not easy, but it's enjoyable to have that as a job. But it's very demanding.
Has anyone got any questions?
What sacrifices did you guys have to make in order to get to where you did as a professional footballer?
I think you have to, it sounds dramatic, but you have to sacrifice your social life and your kind of normal life. You don't get weekends, you have to go home and you can't go out with your friends to sleepovers, to parties, to whatever you guys do these days. What do you do these days? To be a professional footballer, managing a family, So I sacrifice the party. She's sacrificing missing her kids, which is one extreme to the other. But
I think you do sacrifice. I think even like family events, you have to sacrifice things like weddings and birthday parties and that sort of stuff. You have to sort of put aside and say I can't come because we've either got an away game or we've got to be away. I think for me, yeah, experienced a lot of time obviously away from my children, playing international football, a week, probably a month. I'd be away from my children, which was hard to manage, but my decision obviously to have children, I'm grateful that I did. And now, funny enough, that's my next focus, so me not playing now, it helps me being able to watch them develop and help them progress in their path now in football. So I think for me, mentally, that's a great thing, because believe me, I miss it terribly.
The Q&A was really good. They answered a lot of my questions that I was like thinking about, like pregnancy within football, like being a football player and that. So yeah, it was good.
So right now we're just going to the women's hub. We're going to watch their training session. First team, so it'll be good for our Rising Ballers women's team to look at the tempo, the quality of what's expected to be a pro at a top club like Chelsea Football Club. So yeah, it should be a good spectacle. Looking forward to it. We're now watching the ladies session right now. They're doing their phase of play. Lovely for the girls to watch. Let's learn.
I feel like it's really inspiring to see such great footballers train, which is enjoyable. Good to see the levels, good to see the standard, and yeah, something to aspire to. It really gives them good insight into how professionals play at a very elite level. Yeah, it's a really good experience.
Do you want a pair? Do you want a pair? Yeah. I'll get you some in a minute. No, she's Catherine.
Didn't you get me a pair of please? Don't put that on camera.
Thank you.
The day was really good. Thank you to Chelsea for having us down, Rising Ballers. She's a baller. We really appreciate it. Thank you for the gifts that we got and getting the chance to meet the players and have a chat with them to speak about future in women's football and how it can help us develop as players. We really appreciate it.